Welcome to this week on Lake Erie Port of Call. I'm your host, Mike Jamison, and sitting on the boat. And first of all, we got to be kind of excited moving our show back to the CW network, where we actually started it about 2 years ago, and we're really excited about that. And we've got some pretty good weather, and had a few problems with our boat that we purchased up in Catawba, and we're getting through it right now. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that today, and we're going to have Matt, our resident mechanic. He's the man who makes everything happen for us here. He's going to take us on and show us a few of the things that we needed to do here to get everything rocking and rolling. Had some engine problems, overheating on our engines, and we're going to talk about that and some of the little problems, the little mistakes that maybe some of the mechanics that worked on this boat in the past did, and kind of messed it up a little bit, but not too bad. We were real lucky. We're down here at Brenner Marina, or Brenner Harrison, down on Summit Street. That's where we dock our boat. And each and every week we're going through little things that we have been able to do to make sure that we get things rocking and rolling here. But we're also going to be talking, in the next few weeks, we're going to be talking with the Bass Pro Shops, putting a new GPS system in here on our boat. And we're also going to be talking with Tim Selz a little bit later here about the water levels. And one of the big advantages that between Harrison Marina here with Brenner 75 and Pier 75, one of the big advantages that they have here on the river this year, because of the water levels, the floating docks, and the way that they've got everything down here, makes it really kind of cool for you if you have a boat. And we'll be talking about that and some of the damage that's happening because of these incredibly historic high water scenarios that we have this year. So stick around, enjoy yourself, and as the trains come, it's time for us to take a little break and get ready to start this show right here on Lake Erie Port of Call. Well, kind of giving you a little background of why we're doing all this, local TV at its best, as we try to say. And back about 30 years ago, I was big into boating, had a 28-foot Wellcraft, spent a lot of time on the water. We were down at Port Side and just had some wonderful times down there, and had a baby, and long story short of it, something had to go, and we couldn't afford the boat anymore. And I always said I was going to get back into boating, but there had to be a reason for me to do it, and I had to have the perfect boat. And I've waited a long time, had some great friends, and for the last few years we've been looking into it, and Tim Selz and Bill Aken and Craig Kennedy and all the guys over here at Brenner 75, we always have been into boating, and they have helped me get myself into a position where I could afford a boat again. And that's when I decided what we were going to do is we're going to have a show basically about boating here in northwestern Ohio, and how easy it is to get yourself involved in it. And basically we're inside my boat right now. I basically spend a ton of time in this boat. We bought it up at Catawba, and it's a 34-foot Wellcraft Saint-Tropez, 1991. Ton of problems with it. We kind of knew that going into it. We got the boat for a third of the cost on this boat. We got an incredible deal on this boat. Got it in the water, kind of doing things backwards here with what we're going to do. We're going to get it out of the water so that we can do some buffing and some hull work just to make the boat look better here in the next couple of weeks on the show. We're working with Bass Pro Shops now also about some electronics that we need for the boat, including a GPS system, and then and maybe looking into a new sound system. We're talking with TAS Electronics about that too, good local company. But some of the things that we were able to do, one of the main things we were having problems with when we brought the boat over the first time was battery problems. And, you know, batteries just, when you get into a bigger boat, they don't last very long. You're lucky maybe you get 3 years out of them. And we had some battery issues with this boat, and I'm showing you some of the pictures here where we were able to go in and install new batteries on this boat. Got a pretty good deal on our batteries. You're looking around $100, $150 for a battery for a boat this size. And if you talk to the people at Brenner, they'll give you an idea of what you need to do to make sure that you can put that together with your boat. Our bilge system, our bilge area on our boat is in pretty good shape here. We don't have a lot of problems with that. We had the boat surveyed and kind of got a clean bill of health other than little problems, and we knew that. We knew that going in. That's what buying a used boat is all about, because at this point, new boats are very, very expensive. They're beautiful. They do incredible things in the water, and everybody laughs and says a boat is, you know, you just put all this money into it and da-da-da-da-da. And but it really is an enjoyment factor. And all the people that I've met that are part of my, the people that dock their boats down here at Brenner 75, are just incredible people, and we've had a wonderful time. We've got our Christmas in July party coming up in a little while. We'll have some footage of that, of course, and you know, just spending a lot of time with them, going to the regattas. Ottawa River Yacht Club has a regatta this weekend, and in playing it that way. And it's not a lot of money. It's really not a lot of money. I was lucky enough to be able to get that put in. We had Matt. We were having an overheating problem with our engines. Wasn't monstrous, but it was an overheating problem. And we had Matt put new impellers in. This is a closed cooling system on this boat, twin 454s. It basically has its own radiator system like our car does. And so we put new impellers on the boat just to make sure. And I think that's something you want to do every couple of 3 years anyways with a boat. It's not a monstrously large amount of money fix, but you want to make sure you take care of that so your boat's constantly cooled and done the right way. We did all of that, and we still had a cooling problem with the boat. I'll say it was one of those things where kind of pulling your hairs out. We just couldn't figure out what it was. Couldn't figure it out. Matt got down in here and was able to find that the people that did the work on this boat back in the Cleveland area before we purchased it had inverted the way the thermostats went in on this boat. So we have now fixed that problem, and we're hoping that that was our issue. The only other issue that it could be is that we have blockages for maybe zebra mussels or something like that. We're hoping and praying that's not what it is, because the engines run cool, they run great. So that's something we were able to do, and I'm very happy that we were able to get all of that all put together here, and you know, start us off on our journeys here, and make sure that we can get our boat into the position that we want to get it into, and make sure that it's a very safe boat.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance, your Toledo Handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A+, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A+ Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Folks, if you ever need your boat fixed, the man. I got Matt here, and Matt's been working on my boat. And Matt, you know, we talked a little bit about it for the fact of, oh, I'm so excited. I got this boat for such a great price. Oh my goodness, everything's so awesome. Well, we've found a few things wrong with it, but little by little, we're getting things fixed here. When somebody purchases a boat like something like this, and they do get a good deal, and we know we're going to have some problems with it, what's the biggest one? You've got a Wellcraft too, and you get a boat that's 20, 25 years old. What is the first thing you really want to look at?
Mainly oil conditions in your motor, your transmission, stuff like that. If they look old, it's better to just replace them.
Right.
That way you know when they're new. After that, it'd be electrical stuff, cap, rotor, plugs, tune up again, so you know it's been done, when it's been done.
Right.
And like you've had to do, water pumps, that is a normal wear. It's usually 3 to 4 years.
Okay, 3 to 4 years. All right.
And if you don't know when they were done, it's always best to just do them. Then you don't have to worry about them.
Well, we've kind of had a few things we had to do, but like you said, us putting the new impellers on, the water pumps, working with somebody made a big boo-boo when they put the thermostats on in this boat, and God only knows how long it ran like that. We got the temperatures down a little bit, but we're still having a little issues with it, and it could be there's a blockage somewhere, because that has a closed cooling system.
Yep.
And I really appreciate, you getting with me to let me know this, that, all the things that are wrong, and being able, because I want to keep this boat for a few years. Once we get it, you've got the nicest boat ever, man, and you just completely.
I want to go that far.
But you did a real nice job with that boat.
Thank you.
And it's funny now because I enjoy staying on the boat and just being down here with all you guys, but it'd be nice to be able to get it out there. And you had it running today, and it ran pretty good.
Yep.
What do you think at this point? We still got to do the oil changes on the engines, but after that, and we get the issues done, we should be in pretty good shape.
Oh yeah.
I know you said our transmissions sound okay. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing too.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get a little bit of clunky noise like you have. That's pretty common, just the way they're designed.
Right.
Other than that, making sure your fluid is nice and red. If it starts to look brownish or smells burnt, then you definitely want to change it for sure.
Get it done. And you're full service shop, so
Yes.
you guys can do all of
We can do all of it.
If I have, knock on wood, and it is an older boat, if I have a transmission go bad, you're going to get that taken care of for us.
Yep.
I hate saying that kind of stuff, but I know I've made, I'm looking at a $25,000, $30,000 boat that I got much cheaper than that, and but so I got a lot of work to do on it.
Yep.
And you guys have really been cool with us here, and hopefully here in the next few weeks we're gonna take all of the striping off this boat and make it look good like yours does.
Yep.
Yours looks actually brand new to us, so that's a good thing.
It's been a lot of work, a lot of buffing, a lot of elbow grease, a lot of TLC.
That's our weekend project here that we're going to be working on, and popping the boat out of the water, cleaning the bottom, putting some anodes on it, but we're not going to change the bottom because we know that we're going to have to sandblast the bottom.
Yeah.
And like everybody said, Mike, you're fine for the year. It's not going to sink or anything. Get it done that way. You got the whole winter where that it can dry out.
Yep.
And then in the spring we'll put the new coats on it.
Yep.
Fantastic, man! You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir.
It's a lot of fun, and I'm going to give him a run for his money on that Christmas in July thing here. I got to find me one of them silver Christmas trees, where you put the little color wheel on it. That's how I got to go.
Good.
That's the way we're going to go. We'll be right back.
Cleaning your gutters can be dangerous. Take it from Marty.
For 30 years, I've been climbing up that ladder, cleaning out those gutters. One time, I leaned the ladder up there, and the feet were on the deck. The deck was a little wet. Next thing I know, the ladder kicks out, and I'm hanging by the gutter, and I start yelling for help. After that occurrence, I called Gutter Helmet.
Call Gutter Helmet for an estimate. 419-475-0000. Get Gutter Helmet today, and you'll never clean your gutters again.
Keeping you out of the gutter. We're the Gutter Helmet.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And right now, get up to $200 off select XT Enduro Series lawn tractors.
Different problems require different solutions. Seagate Roofing and Foundation Services has been solving water problems for over 30 years. We have the expertise to provide you with the best solution. Seagate replaces foundations, straightens walls, lifts sinking foundations, and waterproofs basements. Get your free estimate before you make a decision because you deserve to have all the facts. We are the local experts.
244 LEAK Seagate.
Well, folks, if you want to get into boating, there is not a better place than Brenner 75 right here at Harrison Marina. Bill Aken, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
I know you've been out on the boat all the time. Finally, the weather's broke.
Finally. It's been a long time waiting, and we got a lot of catching up to do.
Amen, amen. Now, talking about brokerage boats, we're going to each week spotlight some of these boats that you have here and something good for the people that are selling the boats, and you've got some great deals on boats. This formula is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a nice boat. We got a lot of nice boats. There's our brokerage program here at Brenner 75. What we do is we go and, like a consignment deal, we'll take a boat in, we'll go ahead and take pictures of it, we'll list it for sale, communicate with the sellers on where they want to be on price point, on market value, and see what we can do as far as getting the best value and getting a really good boat to sell.
I know now, especially in the day of computers and the internet and everything now, you have a lot of people, oh yeah, I'm going to sell it myself. What you guys are able to do, and you know, when you type in anything about a boat, boom, you guys are right there, and you've got some great boats here.
Yeah, we want to be the #1 marina in Northwest Ohio right here. This is a great boating area, and we want to be the go-to people when it comes to boating.
Okay, now, you know, people get scared when you're thinking about, oh my God, a 25-year-old boat, oh my God. Well, I'm over 30 with mine, and I've got a beautiful boat. I got a great deal on it, and yeah, some problems, but you know, you're going to have problems. But like this formula right here, what'd you say, this is a 93, 94?
This is a 1995 Formula 31 PC. Formula is known for their Go-Fats boats. They came out with their PC models, which is a performance cruiser, which gives you a lot of the amenities and a lot of the room as some of the cruiser boats do, but it also gives you a little bit more performance when it comes to running the boat. It's got outdrives. This one in particular has 7.4 liter big block engines with a Bravo 3 outdrive. Runs great as far as speed-wise and just performance. It's just a nice, good riding boat.
And the great thing about this boat and these performance cruiser type boats like I have and stuff is, number one, you got the power if you need it. You really don't, you know, it's a cruising boat, but 25 miles an hour is a good number. But these will go 38 to 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're going to cruise a little faster with the PCs, depending on your conditions, your wave conditions, and if you're in a hurry or not, and
right.
how much gas you have in the tank.
That's the big thing. That is the big thing. Now with these boats though, do you go through them? Do you check them out? How does that work?
You know, we go through them as far as with the seller's perspective to say, okay, where we're at with the boat and what we have to do to try to get this, if anything needs done to it, to try to get it up to what we would call a premium retail boat.
Mm-hmm.
If it's cosmetic cleaning, if it's maybe needs tuned up, or if it needs something, we want to sell good boats to good buyers and create a win-win situation with the buyers and the sellers and keep that going.
Let me ask you this: when you have somebody, and this is, I noticed this with a lot of the guys, it seems like every 2 to 3 years it's time to up it to the next type of level of boat.
A lot of times boaters get that itch where they're ready to upgrade, where they might start out a starter boat and might want a little bit more room. Maybe they're looking for a little bit more room. Maybe they're looking for a little bit more speed. Maybe they're looking for a little bit newer style or a different layout.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every boat has its pros and cons, and if you get the one, my advice is always get the one that you're going to utilize the most. Get the one that you're going to use. Don't get one that's just going to sit around and you're going to have to pay for dockage and storage. Get one that you're going to use and actually enjoy boating.
Well, this is the one thing. If you would like to come down here to Brenner 75, you're right over here at Summit Street, right across from Detweiler, and the Toledo Yacht Club's right next to you there. It's right here. But you've got all kinds of boats, anywhere from, you know, real low-cost boats to incredible yachts.
Our inventory is up there. We got what we call some price point boats that'd be good starter boats. Somebody that just wants to get out on the water, do some fishing. We've got some really nice boats where this one in particular, this 95 Formula PC behind us here, where you can do a lot of stuff. You can cruise, you can stay the weekends, you can stay a long period of time on this boat. It's got all the amenities that you're looking for as far as AC, windlass anchor. This one in particular has a extended custom swim platform on the back of it for jumping off, swimming out in the lake, and it could be utilized in a lot of different ways.
Fantastic. Bill Aken.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, I enjoy being down here. I got to say, with docking my boat here, the people that dock here, it's so cool. It's like it's a community, and really appreciate being a part of this community.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good having down here too.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, our Toros Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, our Toros Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Our Toros Pizza Kitchen. Hungry? Call our Toros, 419-698-1641.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284. Gear Up Sportswear tour quality golf clothing at an affordable price. Gear Up Sportswear utilizes a special process to keep you cool in the hottest days and is sun and fade resistant. All Gear Up shirts are extended 2 inches in length and will never shrink. Custom artwork is also available for businesses, sports teams, or any occasion. To order the most comfortable golf shirt you will ever own, contact GearUpSportswear.com. Gear Up Sportswear, tour quality golf clothing at an affordable price. Hi folks, here with Tim Selz from Brenners 75 at Harrison Marina. I think I said it right that time. Probably about the first time. Hey, we've had some really good times down here already. The folks that dock down here, incredibly good people, and you know, with how bad the weather and everything's been, you still get a bunch of people that still come down here, enjoy it. One of the great things is your docks are floating, and I think that helps a lot. But just we've had some incredibly fun times down here. You know, late at night, just having a little ice cold iced tea, and or something else is in there. I'm sure there is. But what do you make on this high water like this? Do you think it's just a cycle we're going through right now?
I believe it's a cycle. It seems to go up and down through the years. This year, I don't think anybody saw this coming. From what I hear, heavy rains, heavy snows, just the force of nature, and everything came together, and it's just making everything miserable for everybody.
Well, I know we've had some nice weekends here, and we're hopefully going to have some more. It went from 65 to 95 instantly, and that kind of made it kind of crazy. So it's nice to be down here, but we talked a little bit about the fact that there's just so many people that have boats that are sitting up there. They didn't even put them in this year.
No, that late spring deterred some people, and then the high water. Some of my customers have docks that are still underwater, and they're just not going to fight it. They've just given up the year and just going to leave them on land.
Basically, it's that northeasterly wind, and it's for whatever reason this year, and the way the low pressure systems are. I talked with Mr. All of the Jay Burschback and all the guys with all the weather, and it's just one of them things where these systems, the way they're kind of pushing around us, are giving us all these big heavy-duty east winds.
Yeah. We've noticed even when the wind isn't blowing out of the northeast, where the water should be going down, it's staying high.
Oh, exactly. And when that happens here, when it's really, really super high, and like you said, there's places that are underwater, you can actually still get to your boat.
Here we can. We've got the floating docks. Our land is pretty high that you might have to step over a puddle, but other than that, yeah, we're pretty good here.
Well, I know here in the next few weeks, I'm looking forward to. You got Christmas in July party, and I hear you got a pretty good DJ that night.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. That's me. But we all got to decorate our boats and the Christmas thing, and
last couple of years we've had a good turnout. Every year it seems to grow. Everybody gets more creative, and
I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good time.
I am, and one of the things that as we get this show moving now with CW Network and everything, what's the big service deal this year? You got guys, knocking props off, or is it what is it?
It's just been a normal year. You'd think with all the debris in the water, you would have. I haven't had that. We've probably the last 4 weekends have been decent. Now it's getting hot, so boat traffic I think is down a little bit, but it's just the normal maintenance. Their boat's not running right, and oil changes, and the stuff they should have did 2 months ago, they're just coming in now.
We were out on your boat, went over to Riverview a couple of weeks ago, and by the way, had a phenomenal steak dinner there. I was very impressed with what Riverview put together there. But when we were coming back in your boat, and you're 34 Trojan or
31 Silverton.
I'm sorry, 31 Silverton, and you were cruising at a nice speed, and it was dark out, and it was one of them deals, and we would see so many boaters with no lights, or just maybe one of their lights working, flying, and I would just recommend that's probably not a good thing to do.
No, especially at night when it's dark, you really got to keep your eyes peeled, looking for submerged logs, or even at going slow. I think we tapped something that night, but we were going slow enough that there was no damage. But when you're going at excessive speeds or higher speeds, you can knock stuff off and do a lot of damage.
And you don't want to do that. And hey, next week on the show, we're going to be, I'm starting the tedious project of changing all of my navigation lights, my courtesy lights and everything over to LED. Matt, who did a segment with us here, who's working on my boat, basically turned his boat into a disco tech. He has everything known to man. He did a wonderful day, and he's going to show me some things with this new LED lighting. It's incredible. It's just incredible, and we're really excited about doing that. Plus, we're going to be pulling the boat. Going to be installing with Bass Pro Shops a new GPS system, and you'll put that hole in my boat. Yep. Tim's going to drill a hole in the transom of my boat. I'm not going to do it, but we'll show you some of the things mid-season that you can do. I know we have to put anodes on the boat and things like that, and we're going to get it cleaned off just for the mid-season here. And if somebody had a boat, say they had a 30-foot boat, and they wanted to just bring their boat over for the afternoon, do you guys do that for them where they could come and clean their boat?
Sure.
It's a nominal cost to pull it out.
A lift cost, and if you bring your own power washer, you can do it, or my staff will do it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, a lot of good stuff, and that's what this whole show is about. Sometimes it's bad because you got to look at me, but that's why I put Tim on, because Tim's got a fan club and Matt's got a fan club, and we're looking forward to having them on the show. And Tim, thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
And we'll be back with more right here on Lake Erie Protocol. And don't forget, we're on Facebook. We're on the internet at LakeErieProtocol.com. And if you have any questions, just ask, and we'll get a segment on. I know we're going to do a segment about how to drive a dual engine boat and how to dock it and show that. That's going to be coming up, and a lot of other great things. So thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next week.